We are recording now. Okay.
Wunderbar.
Last game we left off with Suzura wandering off to go hunt, and she took somebody with her. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was John, one of John's characters. John, who went with Suzura? I think it was you. You're muted, John.
If one of my characters did go with her, it would have been the Ultra Humanite.
Okay, so the Ultra Humanite went with Suzura because, being a gorilla, he's attracted to her. And, so you got about 20 feet in, and you start noticing things in the swamp. Humanites. At some point, Suzura stopped, cold, and she found a bunch of skull totems, and they're like in the shape of a pentagram. There's a whole bunch of them around you, and she stepped like right in front of them, and looked back at you like what is this? Like this confused look on her face. They're basically totems, and there's skulls at the top of them. What do you do, John?
Well, I tell her it's in the form of a pentagram. Is there any blood or anything like that on there?
I didn't understand what you said. Is there any what? And then your mask.
Is there any blood? I know there's skulls there, but does it look fresh?
You notice that the black goo that is moving very slowly through the swamp towards a certain direction seems to be avoiding the pentagram. It's almost like it's moving around the pentagram.
You say black goo? That's interesting.
You forgot the goo that's all over the swamp?
Maybe it's for protection.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm thinking maybe that's a protection circle of some kind. I tell her I think it may be some kind of protection circle.
She turns back at you. You think we're protected inside
something to keep
circle?
that goo away.
You think we're protected inside the circle?
I'm not stepping in that circle because
she doesn't like the goo. So she's been looking
whatever
at
that circle
black.
is.
She's been looking in that black oil, so she just steps into the pentagram. And the moment she steps in, she disappears. Like, vanishes.
Damn it, monkey!
You lost one, John.
We got a bleeder.
It's like you hear Bloodstone's back. Ah!
The Humanite has flashbacks of an avalanche where he killed a bunch of people.
They're gonna blame him.
They're gonna blame him.
Where'd you go? Did you kill another one?
Well, he's not going to care too much, to be honest. if they bother him too much, he'll just shoot radiation at them.
So what do you do?
You know what? He follows. He steps in the circle.
You step into the circle? Okay.
Genius.
As you step into the circle, you wind up. This I wasn't expecting. So, here.
Genius.
Okay. You see that basically you're in like another dimension. It looks like the exact same place that you were just in, except it's much more lush now and definitely darker. So you see little fairy lights hovering around you, and when they come close enough, you do see little fairies inside of them, little beings, little naked beings, and they laugh at you and then fly away from you. Some of them start flying up to you and grab your hair from behind and start pulling on it, and then every time you try and grab one of them, they escape your they escape your touch. It looks just like where you came from, but different. Darker, much more lush. It doesn't look sick like where the swamp that you've been in.
What about the area that had the black goo? What about the area with the black goo? The black goo is gone?
There is no black goo in the water. Here the water is like a glowing like in a picture, like with fairy light. A greenish fairy light.
Okay.
All your scars, all your scratches, all the burnt fur that you had, it all grows back very quickly as you're in here.
Interesting. He takes out his little book. He writes it down.
We should go in there and just forget about the beast. We need vacation.
Okay, so John just left. John just, what are you doing, man?
Okay. So I start looking around for any signs that Zora may have gone through the area.
Okay. You hear laughter up ahead, like the laughter of a child.
And by the way, that circle is still behind me, or did that disappear too?
Do you turn around looking for it?
Yeah.
You see nothing.
Well, that's interesting.
Nothing that resembles those skulls here.
Come closer, monkey.
Up ahead, you hear the laughter of a child.
You keep walking forward.
Okay. After a little while, you see a little kid, a child, small child. He runs by you in the forest. Stops,
Remember what
looks
happened
back
to
at you.
Harambe?
He has blonde hair, very blonde, brilliant hair. He has pointed ears, of course, and
Remember what happened to Harambe?
and
Don't go around the kid.
his eyes glow golden. He
He
looks at you
stands up
curious.
straight. He stands up straight. He puts his arms behind his back, taking a very dignified stance, and says, "Excuse me, child. Have you seen a forest come through here about yay high?"
He's like, I know you, don't I? I've seen you before. Very
Really? Where have
innocent,
you seen
very
me?
playful voice.
And where have you seen me?
Porthos. I've seen you in Porthos.
His face kind of like droops. He's like, ugh, kind of like that annoyed face of I know what you're talking about.
You were in a cage. I saw you in a cage inside of a ship that became Porthos.
Yes, you are very correct on this. May I ask who you are?
My name is Eirik. That's what my father calls me. I don't think John's realized who he's talking to.
No, he has no idea.
Nope.
Well, I don't know either.
My guess is he's thinking in his head, possibly dragon. Knowing his luck, it'll probably eat him.
Does he say that out loud? Does he say anything
No,
about dragons?
this is what's going through his head. Because the kid looks like an elf, but's got golden eyes, seems to know way too much. Survived Porthos.
He's like, what are you doing here? This isn't your place. He walks up to you and starts pulling your hair. You're not a person. You're a beast.
Thank you.
Monkey.
Fact
Did I insult you?
is, someone I know stepped
You're breaking up, John.
a
Oh, here's EE. Say all that again, man.
Yeah, that's one of his diodes went bad on Alter.
crazy circle.
Yeah, one of the humanites diodes
Yeah,
that went bad.
yeah,
Let me go get his image while we wait for him. Fix it.
it went bad. So he lost his intelligence. He's dumb again.
There it is.
He's got to click that thing, that button on his chest.
John,
Talks
Yeah.
to the-
we could barely hear you. I didn't hear what you said.
So he basically tells the kid, I went through a portal to help a friend of mine who disappeared. I went through a circle on the ground, ended up here, and I'm having some trouble finding her. Instead, I have run into you.
Well, I'm here receiving my education. My brother's teaching me.
Interesting. And who is your brother?
Oh, he's back there. And he points behind you, and you feel like cold. Like this great fucking cold hits you right in the face. Okay, and slam right into you, and suddenly there are spirits around, like 3 ghosts looking at you, and there's only three of them, and each 3 look like battle-hardened warriors, and they look very defensive of the child. But then when his brother appears, they vanish again, and this dude shows up. He looks like an elf. He looks something like this. He's tall and he glows white, but there's a great cold coming from him.
Okay.
He's like he doesn't even look remotely beginning. He's not even close to being terrified of you. So he walks up to you. He's this great sword on his back, this big, massive, white, glowing blade, and walks up to you. Curious creature, where did you come from? You are not from here.
Interesting you should ask. I stepped into a magic circle, apparently, and ended up here.
Did you?
Yes. I'm actually trying to find a female orc who has also stepped through that magic circle and has disappeared. Have you seen her?
She was here earlier. She is no longer here.
Do you know where she has gone?
I have no care for where she has gone. You interrupt my education of the child.
It was not my intent to interrupt his education. I'm quite the believer in education. But as it is, I am trying to find this orc.
Is that
When I
he walks up uncomfortably close to you, and you feel the cold hitting you. And he's like,
he's
is
just
that
staring.
the true
He's
reason you are
staring at
here?
him without flinching.
Is that the true reason you are here? I sense you lied to me.
You may want to work on those senses. They're failing you.
Am I? Are they? He smiles. This tiny, tiny, tiny smile. He's like, you're here for a sword.
The place I was at, I was trying to get a sword. Here, in this area, I'm simply talking to your brother.
He looks past you. His eyes like look behind you. You turn around.
He's got no reason to. He just tells him, he's like, I was talking to your brother, trying to find my friend.
He says, look
In this
behind
area,
you.
I care about
Look
nothing
behind
other than my
you,
life.
ape.
He turns around.
Behind you, hovering where it wasn't hovering a second ago, is the blackest sword you've ever seen. It's humming, and at the same time screaming, and at the same time singing, and it's calling to you, humanite.
He turns around. He's like, what abomination is this?
That's what you came here for.
What's the name of this sword?
That is Stormbringer.
You see, he kind of like starts rubbing his sides of his head like he's just frustrated.
Okay, we'll switch over to you guys. We'll leave John there to think for himself what he's gonna do next. So the rest of you, let's see. We had Groth. Is there anything you want to do before nightfall? I know these two are playing patty cake or something. Colagar and Bloodstone playing patty cake by the camp, and Reddington is doing what he usually
What's I'm
does.
trying to like.
But I want to see what Groth is up to besides learning with the, because I know at this point you and the
Be
B
done.
Hat have shared the spells, so both of you already have, and you
Right.
learned and you memorized the spells. So you're good. Don't need to do that anymore. So what do you want to do before nightfall?
I'm examining the black goo. Can I roll intelligence check to see what it is?
Yes.
Like studying it?
Yes, absolutely. Roll an intelligence check. Tell me what you roll. Show me what you roll.
Damn.
Oh, well, you've deciphered pretty much the nature of the goo. The goo is blood. Okay. It is the blood of like thousands and thousands and thousands of beings that live in the swamp and in the surrounding areas. The blood is emptying into a spot in the very center of this swamp. You don't know what the spot is. You would have to go there to see it. And this is the source of the evil here. And you suspect the source of the Hound of Hera.
Okay. So upon upon finding this out, I sit up, finally realizing what's gone on. Groth sits up and he looks to tell the others. Who's around me right now?
B-Hat is with you. Reddington is not far. He's up a tree. Last I checked.
Okay, well, I call B-Hat to follow me, and I go up to I try to find Reddington and and Bloodstone
Okay.
to share with them.
All right. So, Reddington, you see, you're the first one to see because you've been on top of a tree, I think, surveying. Is that what you've been up to?
Yeah.
Okay. You see you see him long before he sees you. You see Groth looking for you. He's got B-Hat following him.
Travelers, I have news.
That what news could that be?
he doesn't even step out of the
I
tree.
know what. He screams him up in the tree. Come down from there, you buffoon.
What's the news?
What happened to Kolagard?
Koligar's with Bloodstone. You don't see them. They're not far, but you don't see them.
Oh, okay.
You found this asshole first.
It appears I have found the source of this goo. It is the blood of all the evil creatures in this forest. And the source appears to be the Hound of Herod. So we must gather our party and go find it.
Okay, so what do you say, Reddington?
That's exactly what I said. That makes sense.
Come down off the tree. Are you hanging out up there? What are you doing, man?
Yeah. Get off the tree.
Where the goose come from?
You can fly and follow the goo.
Yeah.
Okay, so you fly and you start following the goo. Okay, after about, it doesn't take you long to find it. It's not far. Okay, after a while, maybe about 10 minutes of flight, Reddington just takes off. It kind of ignores you and takes off. And hold on, I will take you to the source.
Damn it, monster.
It's pretty far away, so I'm going to be switching maps. So hold on a second. That's not the map. There's the map. Well, it's not the map. It's just an image. Okay, it leads us to something that looks like this. Okay, there's a sinkhole, like some crazy ass sinkhole with the water just going into it. You see all the black pouring down into that sinkhole. Reddington, you're hovering above it. You can feel. Actually, I'll just describe it to you. Okay. As you get closer to it, Reddington, you realize that the sun is starting to, like, even though where you were, there's sunlight. Forget this picture. That's what it looks like, but I couldn't find a good picture of a sinkhole in darkness. Okay, as soon as you get close to it, the sun basically disappears. It's like perpetually cloudy here. Okay, and you see at last you have reached the heart of the foul fens. Any hint of the sun is lost in the boundless gray mists, and a heavy oppression hangs in the air, with the stench of burbling sulfur springs. All the swamp seems to drain to this point, an ominous sinkhole obscured by billowy clouds of black miasma. Surely this foul place is the lair of the beast terrorizing Heorot.
Alright, go back to where the group was fine but still cautious, or what's that the current?
So you're going back to the group?
Yep.
Alright, so you fly back. In the meantime, while you've been gone, Groth hunted down Bloodstone and Koligar, and they've been playing hopscotch or some shit in the woods. So you found them.
What actually was happening is Bloodstone was trying to enter my mind with his object, and I keep hearing in my head, duh. Koligar's is losing his mind.
Bloodstone, he can talk to the great Scruffy with this. And he talks back.
So Groth, you found
That's
them.
wonderful.
Groth and B-Hat found them.
All right.
Hello, Groth.
Groth.
Hello, big man.
Hello. And I tell him the same thing I told Reddington. I tell him the same thing, that I found the source of the goo. It is blood, and then we must follow it. The Reddington took off ahead.
Goff, you so smart. You found out the secret of the ooze.
Kolgar like gets a cup of the goose. Like he grabs a cup and he puts it in a cup. He's like, "This is blood." You say?
We should put it on a turtle.
Evil blood. Yes, I like experiments. Let's put it on a turtle.
The turtles in the swamp are evil.
And then, then we'll know it's safe for you to consume it, or we can put it on maybe.
You find like a fossilized turtle, like a dead fossilized turtle.
I pour the goo on it.
Cooligar and Bloodstone were talking with their heads.
Don't ask. I'm so void.
I'm sure. That's what happens when you have no breath. I'm sure Bloodstone squeezed it out of you.
Oh, Bloodstone loves to give hugs.
No.
Do you want a hug?
Actually, yes.
Let's go catch up
He
with
wants a
Reddington.
hug. Roth wants a hug.
Let's go catch up with Reddington.
Come here, Goff. I got you.
Yo,
Bloodstone reaches out for Groth. Groth, you can resist.
yes, hold on. This might be the bad time for it, but it seems appropriate.
So, Bloodstone, you have to actually grab him. So roll a like an attack with mighty deed if you want.
All right. Let me see. I forgot my bonus.
Don't break his spine.
Oh yeah, I know. I gotta be careful.
Spine.
Hey, there we go. Look. So I cast ventriloquism, and I call like from a different voice.
I gotta roll the D24 dice. I forgot about that.
I cast ventriloquism and from like a little light voice call out to Bloodstone.
I rolled a 23, and that's without my bonuses. That's like.
It doesn't matter. I catch your attention before you grab me.
I was like,
or no, you can grab me if you want. You can grab me if you want.
Okay, I love you. And
you can try to break it, Ryan. If you got a spell or something, you can do it.
No, but ventriloquism should take him away anyways. The ventriloquism, it calls out to Bloodstone. He's like, Bloodstone, come play with me. I'm a special Fluffy. And you hear it out in the woods from the direction we have to go anyways, right? So it's from the center of this thing.
So yeah,
it calls out to Bloodstone. Bloodstone, this way, come play with me.
You hear that, Goff?
Yeah, look, it sounds like it wants to play with you.
Let's go play, Goff.
Why don't you go?
Does Kolgar hear this?
No, he rolled a spell and he used this thing, but I guess it works. So go ahead, 18, spell check 18. The caster projects a sound. You hear whatever. What sounds like a Fluffy in the woods, deep in the swamp, in the direction that the black ooze is flowing.
That would be like everyone. I would have to do like an intelligence.
Everyone hears it.
Resist it or no?
Oh god!
There's no saving throw against it.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to. He's not doing mind control on you.
Okay.
You can
hear it's not mind control. It's just
roll 1d4, Brian.
Yeah.
Come on, Goff. Let's go. And then he grabs Cooligar, and he grabs Cooligar. He puts it on his shoulder.
Yeah, at least throw me on your shoulder or something. I'll take it.
But Bloodstone still has to clean you because you've been very dirty. You don't take care of yourself.
Reddington flies over and
You got a brush from nowhere.
Reddington flies over and he's kind of hovering above you guys with his cloak.
Hello, Slipper. We're gonna go find the Scruffy. We hear over there.
Yes, definitely over there.
Kolgar.
Slipper, you have something coming out of your head. It looks weird. Do you want blood for the moment?
No, you notice something nobody else notices.
What?
Well, B-Hat notices it too. There's a cloaked individual in the woods looking at you. Straight at you guys. And directly at Kolgar. He stops, he glances for a second at B-Hat, and then it's at Kolgar. And he lifts like one finger up and he does this.
Does it look like he has good blood circulation?
You can't. You can't tell. He's wearing a complete. He's wearing nothing but robes, and he's too dark. He looks like you right now.
Okay.
All right. So
Bloodstone will
Bulgar,
lead the way because Bloodstone's a great tracker. Nobody could get around Bloodstone. He sees everything.
Kolgar, assuming this is some sort of
You hear a
cleric of
whisper in
Hades.
your head, Koligar. He's like, "You serve me, don't you? This is me. Come with me."
The second he hears that, you see Kolgar, scramble off of Bloodstone and go off sprinting. He's like, "I see a holy idol. Everyone stay here. I need to go examine it."
As you run straight at Hades.
Where you going, Koligar?
As you run straight at Hades, he opens his cloak. Basically, he opens it up like that. All you see is darkness in there for you to run into it.
Yeah, Kolgar just dives in.
Okay.
Yay!
Okay, Koligar's gone. So you guys saw Koligar just vanish. So that's it for Koligar. The rest of you are still here. So,
While you're down there.
the rest of you just see Koligar run off into the woods like a madman. He disappears. So
He's
any of
like,
you chase after him?
Maybe Koligar could smell the Scruffy too, or hear him.
We have points. Is the guy still there, or he disappeared?
He disappeared. The moment Koligar ran into the cloak,
He vanished.
the cloaked individual who called himself Hades disappeared.
But I didn't see the cloaked individual.
You did not see it. Only
I just
Behat saw it.
Yeah, I only saw Koligar
You saw
running away.
Koligar run into the woods. You didn't see him vanish into anything.
Koligar must hear the Scruffy too.
He kind of, Behat kind of like,
I think he might have heard something else.
kind of like sucks on his teeth. He's like, I need something with circulation. And he keeps walking.
What do you mean circulation? What circulation?
So
You mean
Koligar
circle?
disappeared, right? Like if we went to go look for him, he wouldn't be there.
Bloodstone
You
can
want to look for him?
If we did, he wouldn't be there, right? He's gone.
Well, you're a mage. You can sense certain things. Maybe if you go looking, you might see something.
Yeah. Bloodstone, I think something may be wrong. Let's go look for him.
He's fucking
Okay,
wrong.
Bloodstone, a great tracker.
Reddington, what are you doing?
And
Are
you see
you going
him?
with them to track, or are you getting impatient, or what's going on?
I fear that
I rolled a 2.
a tree away from that.
Bloodstone can't find anything.
Bloodstone goes the exact opposite direction of the Hades. So, what did you say, Jonathan?
I say at the spot away from
Okay, so
on top of a tree.
Slurper, come with us. Bloodstone got your scent. Look, he's smelling the dirt.
Behat turns to Bloodstone. Oh my goodness!
Hey, you rolled worse than Bloodstone, bro. I didn't think that was
I
possible.
guess so.
I rolled a 2.
what was that roll for,
We're
Brian?
both blind. We're both blind to do the same thing that Bloodstone is to look for Koligar.
He was trying to do tracking.
No,
I rolled a 2.
you don't
rolled
sense
a
a damn thing. You basically whatever took Koligar is well hidden from you, for both of you.
Felipe, can I roll?
You're gonna track him also. Go for it.
Wait,
Who's tracking him? Behat.
you saw him.
You saw the cloak.
No, Bloodstone can lead the way because
You
God.
saw everything that happened. You saw him run into him. You did not hear the cloaked individual speak.
You're not a good tracker.
I realize me and Bloodstone are not getting anywhere. We're kind of getting lost, and we're like, Behat,
Bloodstone know
do you
exactly.
see anything?
They're kind of hunched over like he's hungry. He's like, ugh, look, there's a guy here dressed all in black. He looked at Koligar. Koligar kind of ran into him, and they both disappeared. Why are we wasting time? I'm hungry.
We're wasting time because you didn't tell us that.
Bloodstone
You took off.
look.
When I'm trying to go
Bloodstone have
find
jerky. You can eat jerky.
The jerky repels you,
Which
Behat.
direction?
He looks at it. He's like, "Thank you, Bloodstone, but I need a different kind of food right now."
Bloodstone's looking like a beautiful bag of fucking blood to you, by the way. He's looking delicious.
Crap! I completely
He's trying not to.
forgot.
Oh, Bloodstone have idea.
But
Bloodstone have
something
idea.
tells you won't be able to do much to him. But Groth looks pretty delicate.
Actually, Behat's trying not to eat them, though he doesn't have much love for them, considering what they tried doing to him with the witch.
Roll a stamina.
What did they do to you with the witch?
They tried to marry me off to the witch.
Yeah, but you guys were okay with marrying Bloodstone off.
Actually, that worked.
Fortitude save, John.
All right. Just so you know.
Don't forget. Don't forget that Groth is built, dude. Don't forget that Groth is built, man. This guy has 18 strength out the box.
No, he's not rolling to attack you. He's rolling to resist.
Oh my god, dude, this is a rolling bad day.
You did not resist. Okay, that's not a resist. Okay, so you have to very creatively RP not killing Groth because right now your body is begging you to kill Groth.
But my body is telling me, yeah.
You failed the saving throw, so you very creatively RP not doing it somehow. I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute.
Well, he walks over to. He's just like. He grabs Groth. He's like, I want some food, please.
As soon as he grabs me, I get the spear and I hit him with like the back end, like the blunt side. You know, so it's not a hard hit, but just on the head to like knock him out of it.
Okay, roll a hit.
Oh, that's not going to help. You heard what he said.
It won't.
I'm here. I just have to turn the camera off.
Just to back to back you off, right? Just that's not. I don't want to roll a hit. How do I do this so it doesn't mess him up?
You roll a hit. And you hit rolling with the blunt end to knock him senseless or knock him out. Okay. If you roll more than his hit points, you will knock him unconscious. Otherwise, you're just lose some damage.
I know roll a hit is a different die.
If you roll
the
20,
blunt side is a different die.
On those elves.
I think it's half.
That should be pretty easy to do. I only have 4 hit points.
Yeah, but I think the die for the blunt side is 1d3. Let's see. 3. Oh, I got it. Never mind. Let's see.
Just roll the hit first.
Telling me no.
What's your armor class, John? You got a hit too.
10.
Oh, crap.
Wow. Well, if this is a hit, I'm dead.
It won't kill you, man. He's not hitting you.
Yeah, it knocks you unconscious.
Okay, we'll use that damage. That's fine. What's your armor class?
10.
10. Okay. Bloodstone, Reddington, you both see Groth knock Behat unconscious. The bee flies off his head and starts buzzing at you angrily.
What happened?
You're trying to help the fool.
What do you mean?
He's a vampire. He's a vampire. He wanted to eat me. He wants to eat me.
You said that he's becoming a vamp. He's not a full vamp yet. He needs to kill someone. That's what enough.
That was not nice. He's no vampire. He picks up behind and he said, look at his mouth. He starts opening his mouth. There's no teeth in there. Bloodstone's an expert with all kinds of scruffies and animals and creatures. He's not a vampire.
Reddington, you noticed that...
Does he have his teeth at all?
Huh?
No, he doesn't have his teeth.
Does he have his teeth yet?
He doesn't have his teeth, but for like a second when he was getting close to you, you could see like some of his teeth start to get sharp, like the ones on the edge.
He starts going. He starts picking up. He's like, look at his mouth. Bloodstone is expert. Look.
The teeth are not sharp now.
See, there's nothing there.
Reddington, you take a glance back towards the hole, a couple miles away, and you notice that the mist for that hole is starting to spread. It's very slowly starting to cover the entire swamp. And nightfall is starting to get a little dark out. And something tells you that the moment it gets dark, whatever advantage you have on the hound is over.
All right. Let's go into the hole now.
They don't see the hole. They're still a couple miles away. You're the only one who can get there fast.
Like, go to the group next to Groth and Bloodstone. All right. It's time to go forward quickly, very quickly. It's starting to get dark. And one of those feelings where someone's about to chop off your head.
Bloodstone never had that feeling.
Hold up, Brian.
Then you are very, very blessed in many ways.
Bloodstone been told that he's blessed every day.
Now let's keep on going before you actually get that for the first time.
They
Bloodstone.
always tell Bloodstone that he's special.
But where's Kolagard? We have
Cooligar, I don't know where Cooligar went.
vampire.
Cooligar is one of
Missing
Bloodstone's
Kolagard.
best friends, and Cooligar is missing now.
Yes. There is the monkey missing, the skeleton
The
missing.
special Scruffy, all of them. Bloodstone, he don't have
The
Bloodstone
swamp
don't have
seems to be
anybody.
taking each one of you one by one. You got 3 people missing.
Bloodstone only got
Before we miss our chance or lose our heads.
Bloodstone only got the big guy. He has Goff.
I think so. I think Reddington. I think you're right. Let's go fight him. So I paused the conversation. Whatever we were trying to do before, forget about Kolagor for now. He left us. Forget about.
You can't forget about Cooligar.
So you guys make your way
forget
over.
about Ultra Humanite. Yeah, we make our way. Oh well, I started following Reddington, and I guess we had to drag Behead. He's unconscious right now.
Bloodstone, don't worry. Bloodstone, he holds him. He's gonna hang him off his talisman.
He's hanging him right there.
It's a bee chain.
The bee is now on top of Bloodstone's head. So as you start moving through the swamp, after as soon as you start getting close, you can smell the fucking noxious shrooms going up into your nose. Those of you that the one that can't smell isn't here anymore. So at one point you hear the sound of the earth itself spewing forth gas, and this reddish mist comes out of the ground around you. Everybody rolls fortitude saving throws.
Oh, shit.
Not the one who's unconscious.
Fortitude saving throws.
Fortitude saves.
And
We started early enough that we can end this at 10. We're good.
I think I did it right. Yo, let's go.
Nice. Okay, you smell the poisonous, stinking gas, like the earth farted. Okay, and you're able to resist it, and you know you push through it, Groth. How about the rest of you?
I got a 20.
Okay, Reddington also resists it. He's disgusted by it, opens up his wings, flies up out of it, and it continues forth. Bloodstone. Fortitude save, dude.
Groth was a gravedigger. He smelled worse.
Fortitude, okay.
Good enough. Okay, you also resist the foul fucking stench of the earth. It doesn't do anything too bad to you, except annoy the shit out of you. Okay. Meanwhile, somewhere else, Kolagar, you appear in the same place that the Ultra Humanite appeared in. You do not appear next to the Ultra Humanite. You do not see Stormbringer. You do not see the 2 individuals with the Ultra Humanite. Okay, you're in the same fucking place. You basically move this aside so you see the little boat and you see the swamp. Okay, the same description I gave to John is what you see. The moment you arrived, little fairies fly over to you, but they react differently to you. As soon as they see you, they giggle, and they start jumping onto your bony skull and bouncing off your shoulders and teasing you and pulling on your clothes just like they pulled on his fur. But they seem to be more curious about you than they do about the Ultra Humanite. They're sticking around you. The fairies.
Little
So
creatures.
they're like 20 fairies.
Koligar doesn't even try to swat them.
Yeah, they're like
He doesn't even
infesting you.
try
They're
to
flying through your
swat them.
rib
He just...
cage. They're flying through your rib cage, laughing at you.
Not the rib cage. Stay away from there. My guts were there once. I bet if I could smell this place, would smell horrible.
You see the water ahead of you, like it's glowing, like a greenish glow. It looks very pretty. You approach the water.
I put my finger in the water.
You see a reflection in the water. In the reflection is your old self, your human self.
What?
Your hand still looks like
Yeah.
bones, but in the water, you look human.
Keep in mind, it's water.
When I put my finger in the water, does it turn human?
It looks human in the water. Outside the water, it still looks like bones.
Magic. Magic.
Weezer.
Hades. Where are you? Why have you brought me to this place with these fairies? Am I being punished?
Some of the fairies laugh at you, and one of them gives you a wink, a really pretty female one, and she flies away really fast into the woods.
What?
Then she reappears on the other side of the water, like waiting for you, like, why aren't you coming? She doesn't say anything to you, she's just like, why aren't you following me?
This must be the will of my God. I go forward.
So as you follow her, after about 5-10 minutes, you come upon the curious scene that we had earlier. You see a child. The child actually runs by you. See a little boy, a little blonde boy with his glowing golden hair, golden eyes, little elfin features. He stops, takes a look at you, and says to you, "You look desiccated. I think you need the sword."
What sword, child? You mean, oh, my.
You're not going to play stupid too, are you?
No, child.
The monkey
I will
plays
not.
stupid with me. I'm not stupid. He runs by you and ignores you. Now you see.
If he actually took the time to read the monkey's mind, he would know the monkey doesn't really care about that sword. That's the funny part.
They're not reading you.
Ultra human.
Yes.
Hello.
You see the
It's
Ultra Humanite.
great to see you.
He looks
friend.
much better, by the way. The Ultra Humanite looks like everything's been healed. The burns are gone. He's got his fur back. He looks great. Ultra Humanite Kolar looks exactly the same. He looks worse, actually.
You look.
Are you feeling okay? I'm feeling excellent, but you don't look so good. Are you okay?
You would feel cold, Kolagar, if you could, when you got close to this individual who's standing next to Humanite, who looks like he was just having a conversation with him. He gives you a casual glance. Well, another one.
Yes.
One that
Tell me,
seeks
do you
the
know-
sword, just like you, ape, but one who truly would benefit by it.
Actually, something as vile as this blade, I wouldn't mind knowing how to destroy it.
Kolagar looks at you. If he had a face, you feel like it'd be a vicious one. Destroy it.
The blade appears now to Kolagar. You see it too, hovering there. The blade is singing, Kolagar. To you,
Kolagar, you do realize your god told us not to touch this thing, correct?
To you, it just sings. Who had the rapping? I think Reddington had the rapping, right? Good. So,
Yep.
It's singing, Kolagar. It sounds like the sounds of
The thing is,
like if Hades had a chorus. It's so sweet.
my
Tell
good
me.
friend, to you, he told you that, but to me, he said something different. I sprint at the blade. I sprint, wild sprint. Ignore the elf, ignore everything. If there's like a kid in my way, I slap him away. I sprint and I jump at it.
Before you get
I
to
look like
before you get to the sword, like right before you reach it, the elf appears directly in front, like his chest. You realize he's like 7 feet tall. You slam right face first into his chest, and you fall on your ass. And he's standing over you, looking down.
Ugh.
He's like, little one, not yet. You feel the cold coming from him, and now two spirits, two ghosts, hover around you. They both the ghosts are like huge knights, and both of them are pulling like weapons, and they're preparing like to attack you. And this fella waves them off. Why do you need this blade?
What just happened?
He ran face first into the elf's chest.
Great power resides within this blade. The power to change the world. And my God sent me. He sent me.
The Ultra Humanite points at it. He's like, evil.
This blade has the power
Evil.
to destroy worlds. Are you aware of this, Kolagar?
I am.
Of Hades.
Is there a way to stop this blade should it go on a rampage?
I believe your master, Kolagar, gave you a way to dampen the blade. Why did you not bring it?
Because our so-called fearless leader has it. As I stated, I stumbled into this place trying to find an ally.
I have no interest in dampening the blade. Good elf.
He stops. That is a big grin on his face. You think I'm an elf?
Even I know they're not elves. He goes like,
I've only lived in the dominions of man for so long.
Kolagar.
From my eyes,
Give me
my
your name,
vision.
and I'll give you mine. Names have power.
I am
promise
Kolagar.
not to use it against you.
The Sundered.
I am Tenumbra. I think Tyler's like.
I have heard of you.
Does anyone want to tell Brian and John? And Tyler knows what Tenumbra is, but does anyone want to tell Tyler what Tenumbra is?
Go ahead. Tell him, John. Jonathan, I mean.
Big old white dragon.
Huge. Ancient white dragon.
Yes.
Is he evil or is he good?
Dragons aren't so simple.
Well, I know, I can't. Yeah, he's complicated. And to explain it would ruin
the very, very murderous. He's calmed down a bit, but only a bit.
let's just leave it at complicated.
Okay.
Oh, and he's somewhat Bellerophon's son. Somewhat.
Adopted.
He's his adopted son, not son.
Yeah. That's why I said somewhat.
That's why he calmed down. So,
Yes, Bellerophon boinked a dragon at one point.
no, they're not related.
I know, I'm messing around.
The name Tenumbra, you're aware of that name, Kolagar. Your character is very aware of who Tenumbra is and what he's done. And now you understand the ghosts. Tenumbra's always haunted.
Does my character actually know about them? Like, and he guessed they're not elves.
Your character is from another place, like another continent. But you may go ahead and roll to know if you. I think your character's from Calandra, so from that continent. So go ahead and make a roll. Though Tenumbra has been to Calandra. I'll tell you what you know of Tenumbra. Good enough. Tenumbra, the floating iceberg that hovers over Shark's Fin, and it used to be his lair, called the Glaze. So you knew that there was a giant white dragon that lived in that floating iceberg. The Brian, you don't need to roll. Tenumbra was one of the dragons that captured and conquered Porthos. After that, he disappeared. But your character's on here, so don't worry about that. But that's what you know with the number. If anyone mentions it.
Okay. So, Penumbra, you are the guardian of this blade.
I am not. I am teaching the child. The blade's power called to me, and I came out of curiosity. And I see it now, and I've decided to not let you take it with good reason. As I believe you are one who would use this for great evil. Prove me wrong, cleric.
Well,
Is there anything that can counter this blade?
If I knew what could counter this blade, I would have countered it.
Well, that's disturbing. As he walks over, he sits down on a rock. He looks over at the kid, just smiles at him.
The kid winks at you, smiles, walks over to you, and jumps in your lap.
well,
Guess who I am? And he smiles at you.
Shall I roll for him too?
No, you have no clue. There's no way you. He gave you his name, Eirik.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's already guessed that Eirik is a powerful dragon. So
You would be close. He's another dragon.
yeah, he tells you, it's like, well, given your company, I would say you are a dragon.
Oh yes. My brother tells me I killed Innsmouth.
Wow, that is amazing.
I don't remember it, but I know I did. I have a temper.
Well, most people do. It's nothing to be that ashamed of.
that is true.
That's another one of Bellafront's kids.
Adopted.
For a year.
It's funny. We're just sitting here watching these two and see what happens.
Yeah. To Numbers Immortal, he has all the time in the world. So is Kolagard.
And so does Kolagard.
They get to sit there for years thinking about this. If you give me a reason, if you have reason to grab the blade, a true reason, a life or death one, a reason to save someone, I may be curious enough to let you take it.
Well, my friend, my acquaintance.
But I'm gonna let you think about it. Let's go to the other guys. You guys arrive at the hole.
Oh boy.
As you moved through the swamp, and the poison's gases kept basically issuing out of the swamp around you, you guys made those. I'm not gonna make you do rolls every single time it happens. Even Bloodstone's spirits are down. Like he doesn't see a single fluffy. At one point, you do see
Kolagard's missing.
these things that look like dogs. A pack of them run up close to you, not close enough for you to grab Bloodstone, but the dogs are strange looking. They have their back legs are very small, and the forelegs are very long, and they have like a crazy looking mane. And when they instead of barking, they laugh. There's some crazy laughter that comes from them. They laugh at you and then run away, but they look sickly. Also, none of you know what a hyena is, but you guys know. Those are hyenas. They bolt back into the.
I think someone written those, but I need to roll for that. Do I roll for that?
It doesn't really matter.
Alright.
So it's fine. You know what a hyena is. Oh yeah, you're a slaver. You may have sold them at some point.
Yeah. That's a fucking arena. What the fuck are those things doing?
What'd you say, Brian?
Did we know how to summon the hounds? Because I don't remember right now.
You arrive at the sinkhole. You don't know how to summon the hound. There's nothing that told you how to summon the hound. You arrive at the sinkhole and you see all the black goo going down into it. Do you look down into the hole? Let me give you the dimensions of it.
Yes.
The mouth of the sinkhole is some 20 feet across. but like a bottleneck, it opens into a larger cavern below. The swamp water trickles in streams over the lip of the sinkhole, falling 75 feet into a black pool at the bottom. If you look down, you do see that there is like areas to stand around the black pool. There's like rocky outcroppings around the black pool, so you can maybe rappel down there if you want.
Yeah, I have rope. I have 50 feet of rope. I tie the rope. I look for a sturdy tree outside of the circle.
It takes you a little while. Just about
Do I
everything
see
you
any?
pull on snaps, but you're able to find like maybe a sturdy boulder that you're able to pull around there.
Oh, hold on. I'll bring it over here, Goff.
Bloodstone picks up the boulder with his impossible strength and walks over and puts it down next to the
Next to the
sinkhole.
Is it good over there, Goff?
Yeah, it's perfect. Thank you.
Hold on. Move it to the right.
At this point, B has to wait.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say I cut my finger a little bit.
Oh,
I was
my
like,
head.
look at this,
Full health. John.
and I drop a drip of blood over B head's face. B head. Sorry.
That wakes you right up.
Where
B
B
hat.
head, like his mouth.
Roll that same stamina roll again. B hat. You lick the blood.
Oh, I think
Oh, my goodness.
I think the bee man is waking up.
Oh, wait.
Wake up, Mr. B Hat. Wake up, Mr. B Hat.
Access. Here we go. We have the keeper. You said it was stamina?
Yeah, stamina. No, not stamina. What do you call it? Saving throw. What do you call it? Fortitude save. In which you add your stamina plus your fortitude bonuses.
Oh, damn, I'm screwed. Okay.
You made it. So this time you're able to resist it.
He grabs your hand. He's like, don't do that again. And he pushes it away.
Okay, you feel better after you lick his blood though.
Okay.
After he did pour blood into your mouth, so you do feel better after you lick that. The little drop. There's some color back in your cheeks, but you
All right,
want more of it. But you're able to resist attacking him this time, and you actually feel really bad about doing it.
He like takes a moment. You see him like lick his fingers, lick his face and whatnot. He's just like cleaning himself up. He goes like, "Look, about before, I'm sorry, but I was actually asking you to help me find something to eat and not knock me out cold."
You don't have to be sorry. It's Goff's fault. Goff hit you very hard. You got
to you may not understand, but I do. If you attack me like that again, I would not hesitate to knock you out.
I wasn't.
Now, I suggest you get down the hole so we can dispose of this beast. I hand him the rope. It's like vampires first.
Yeah, Goff is silly. Goff thinks, he says you're a vampire, but Bloodstone says that he's an expert in all things, and you're no vampire.
He starts rappelling down.
Okay, you must roll. Roll a. No, you have sufficient rope. You're fine. You don't have to roll. You're able to rappel down without a problem. You're the first one to rappel down, right, B-Hat?
Yeah.
Okay, you spy the floor of the cave through the thick, noxious clouds. The slick, rocky floor slopes towards an inky black pool in the center of the cavern. The shore surrounding the pool is littered with shattered bones, bits of rusted metal, and broken weapons. Cascading swamp water courses down on you from above, while the hot, stinking fumes rise from below.
Do I have to make any rolls for the fumes?
No. You're already kind of used to the fumes. So, that's kind of a little what it looks like. I mean, this is the closest thing I can find that's a little pretty. Compared to what it looks like, imagine it much uglier.
Mr. Slepper.
Yes.
Bloodstone expert in many things, and Bloodstone was wondering what What plan do you have?
What plan? Well, the spear is magical, can pin down the creature.
What spear?
The one that Graf is holding.
This
Goth has
one.
a spear?
Pull it out.
Ooh.
And I pull it out and I say, yes, Bloodstone, this one. I may give it to you to use on the beast if we have to, but I'd like to give it a try.
Okay. As you guys are talking up there, I'm gonna come back to you. B-Hat, you land at the bottom of the pool. You just feel the fucking noxious fumes all around you, and something really scares the fucking shit out of you about that water right here. You notice that the water is all that black fucking goo, and it's bubbling. The goo itself.
And you said all the weapons were in the center?
What?
The weapons were in the center of the goo?
Yeah, oh yeah. Rusted metal, broken weapons. Inside the goo. Bones everywhere too. You also notice a pile of something behind you.
I look at my bee, I say, go back up with the others.
The bee flies up, but the bee halts about halfway up and looks at that pile behind you, like curiosity, and then turns and flies right up. If you look at the pile for more than a second, you notice it looks like there are furs, like a pile of furs over there. Are you going to investigate?
I walk over, I touch one of the furs.
Okay, you realize that these are all like the skins of hounds, okay, and there's like hundreds of them. Huge hounds with large spikes in the back. They seem like they've opened up, like been ripped open, and something came out of them, okay, and then left them there. Like it's almost like shed their skin.
Can I climb back up and take one of these with me?
Yeah, but you're gonna have to roll for that one.
I mean, I think we're all headed down anyways, right?
Yeah. Oh, you guys are gonna head down. Okay. So
You know what?
you notice that they're starting to go down here.
I'm gonna head down. Yeah, I'm gonna head down at least.
So Groth slides down.
I was going to tie it to the bottom of the rope and then climb up.
John, the furs are huge. Okay, you can probably carry it, but I doubt you can climb up with it. You're not. I mean, you're a mage. What's your strength?
Well, what I was planning to do was tie it to the base of the rope.
These are the furs of like a 15-foot long animal. Okay.
Oh, geez.
It's big. Okay.
So, is anyone coming down?
Groth came down.
Yeah, I'm coming down and I look at Reddington and Bloodstone. I'm like, see you down here. We'll see you down there. And I slide down.
I start to fly, but not like go at
the on the map now. You may move them as soon as they get there. Okay, I'm bringing Reddington in now because he said he flew down.
As soon as Groth gets down, Big-Head looks at him and is like, we need to get out of here. And he points at all the furs, all the pelts.
Bloodstone goes really, really loud. Whee! Oh my goodness. Like as loud as possible, he echoes. He's like, this place is really, really cool. Bloodstone get to hear himself everywhere. Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, as soon as Bloodstone yells out, hello, 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 the water in the center of the pool starts to bubble. And
Scruffy.
You see something start to rise
Hello.
out of the bubbles.
Time for a fight here.
All right.
Hello.
Everyone take a quick 5-minute break.
I'm Bloodstone.
Before anything happens, Groth looks at Beha and says, this is what we're here for. And then
we're fighting on its terms.
All right. Well.
All right. Take a 5-minute. Go to my restroom.
All right.
All right.
This is gonna get hairy. No pun intended.
I mean, it's not like he was gonna come to us. I guess we could have gone back, kind of waited for it, but
yeah. I mean, I was thinking maybe we could bait it or something, but oh well. Hopefully, we can get the advantage.
Not good. The advantage. We got the magic weapons. We have guy rolls like.
Yeah, you're right. Although, if Kolagar shows up with Stormbringer, chances are we won't need to do much.
That's what I was hoping, that everybody else would show up here.
Yeah,
Well, we got 30 minutes. So
true. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Well,
Okay. Everybody back?
Yes, sir.
Brian, are you there?
I'm here.
Tyler? Thought I heard Tyler earlier.
Tyler?
Maybe stepped away.
He went to the restroom, but it's not back yet. Oh,
No,
there
he lost it there.
Hey, he reset. Give him a minute.
Tyler, you there?
Tyler. There he is. Coming in. Ty. Let me do a quick reconnect.
Hello, hello.
All right, I hear Tyler. Is everyone else here, Ty?
Yep. Tyler, say something.
Hello.
Ty.
Yep, I hear him. I reconnected also. So,
Yeah, no,
can you guys hear him? John, Brian.
John's muted as usual.
I hear Kolgar, but I don't hear Tyler. It's kind of weird.
Okay, excellent. All right, so let's get this done quickly. So you see, you guys may position yourselves where you want to position yourselves. Yeah, because I just put you where I think you landed. Move yourself to where your character would be before rises out of the water. Rises out of the water.
Like in the middle of the wall, ready to fly anywhere.
You mean you're like on top? You're like on the wall?
Yeah,
You
I'm
just
like
walk up?
hanging on the wall.
Nice. Little spider. Monkey.
Okay, everyone move their character. Okay, you see the water, like the actual water, start to form something. It starts all basically coalesce. All the water, all the black goo that you see coming out of the swamp itself starts to coalesce into like a shape. Okay, and the shape starts to slowly grow from this black ball into something else. And for a while, it looks like you're looking at what could be the pile of that a hound-like creature. And for a moment, it growls at you, and you see this. Second, you see. I'm not even gonna bother. You see basically the shape of the Hound of Hero that some of you saw on the actual wall itself. And then you realize that it looked right at you, and it starts to morph further, and no longer has the shape of a hound, of a fluffy. And as it grows larger and larger and larger. And as it grows larger and larger and larger,
He's a big fluff.
you realize that the hound is actually something else.
Oh, no.
It's not a big dog. As it grows and grows and grows,
Holy shit.
and the black coalesces, you see large black wings, big old horns, and a gigantic black dragon appears right in front of you, basically forming above you, opening its wings, and staring down at you with two glowing, cold, cold eyes.
Hey, Goth, I thought we were going to go get a doggy. That don't look not good.
Me too. It is not.
And Bloodstone is expert in many things, and that's no doggy.
The dragon stretches its wings, and you hear like sinews snapping into place. And you realize that this is the source of that.
Dragon.
This is the source of the hound, the source of the black, the source of the curses here, and this is the doom of the Savage Kings, an enormous black dragon. It stares down at you, and it looks like its face almost gold-like, with a beard and its great tusks. It stares down at Bloodstone with curiosity.
Goth, does that spear that you have come with a bazooka?
I guess you can make it bazooka.
Bloodstone very smart. He knows many things.
I grabbed the spear. I mean, does it glow or anything? What does it do?
It's not doing anything yet. It's just looking at you curiously. It says, "You have brought me gifts. Not many from Heorot come to visit Malagoth."
Give him the shield.
Who, what?
Malagoth. I am Malagoth. Name yourself, giant.
Oh, I thought you said there was giants here. Bloodstone got scared.
Its nostrils flare. I smell my kind around you, giant. I smell a collector around you.
Bloodstone.
And there is another here, a slayer of my kind. He looks over at you, Reddington.
Oh, he's the slurper.
No longer being considered a slayer.
He's the slurper. He's very powerful.
And two youngins who thought to end the curse on Heorot.
Indeed, we've come to put an end to it. To stop you from killing the innocent.
You really say that in front of the dragon.
You don't sound as confident as you did when you thought I was a mere dog.
He's the slurper. Slurper said that he was going to get rid of the doggy from all this area so he could save the people.
Behead's there. He's just like, I'm looking for food.
I said I would fix the situation.
Yeah, he said he's going to fix you.
I offer you freedom. One of you enter the pool with me. The rest of you may leave. You can take one of those. He points at the first. Take that back to Heorot and tell them you killed the hound. Take it back, and most of you will live.
But would you release the curse, or will you come back another day?
I
Be the
will
hound.
slumber again. The one who comes with me will be my hound. He will sleep with me, and we will return in 1 millennia. The town of Heorot must be allowed to breed, at least for a while. We just lost Felix.
Yep.
So I look at everybody else. I'm like, well,
Felix, did you hear the deal? The dragon Lord?
Nope. Oh, when he says that somebody goes down there with him.
They'll sleep with him for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
And then, so Heorot
No,
can
that-
breed. So Heorot can
Yeah.
breed, and then they'll return in 1,000 years and continue to
Uh,
do the curse.
Yeah, Bloodstone said Bloodstone not very sleepy, but Behat said that he's very hungry. You have something to eat?
I look at Behat, Reddington, and Bloodstone. I say, any takers?
Who we taking?
It's your turn. You sent me down here.
Well, I think we might have to do this the hard way.
Bloodstone confused him. Bloodstone's very smart.
Well, if someone's
We
not
might have to do this the hard way.
I will be wrapping you up in a wrap.
What was that? Slipper?
What was it?
Say it again, Jonathan. We don't understand you.
Well, if no one's taken the offer, I will be taking one of you and wrapping you in wrap.
Rapping.
He just disconnected his computer by
Pretty-
accident somehow.
Wait, what happened? He said he'll be taking one
Pretty
of us.
cowardly.
And wrapping you in something, and then he lost his connection.
Yeah.
I think he hit something really fast.
That's pretty cowardly for a
Pretty
usurper.
Reddington.
Yeah. Get used to it.
All right, so
Right.
since he's out, I'll well, you guys think about it.
We wrap him up and throw him in the pool.
We'll switch you over to the. All right, when he's back, so finish the conversation.
Just stop there for a second.
No, they said that you're since you kind of disconnected, they're putting you down in the.
They threw you at the dragon, though. No.
Yeah, we're already out of the hole. We're already out of the hole.
Very fun.
So good luck. You know.
So what do you guys do?
Slipper, aren't you going to stop him?
I call Reddington a coward.
Slipper, we supposed to follow you. You said you were the king.
Yes.
You have to stop the
He
doggy.
does not sacrifice his people.
Malachi
had
is
better
waiting.
than Yoro.
Well, this is a very, very complicated situation.
It's not complicated. You said you were going
One
to kill.
where I feel I'm going to do it. But the question is, where the rest of you going to be?
what
remember
did he
you
say?
saying that you were going to kill the doggy and you were going to stop him and save everyone in Heorot.
Bloodstone, let me direct you to that question. Does that look like a dog?
Well, he was a doggy, but now he's big.
That is never a doggy, Bloodstone.
Malachi looks very amused.
That is not a doggy.
Malachi
I'm sorry.
looks amused.
I'm sorry, Mr. Malika, but the Slipper, he said he was going to stop you, and now he's not stopping you.
Malachi is amused. He's like, it looks like I won't have to fight you. You will kill each other for me.
Bloodstone don't fight anybody. Do you want to go in Bloodstone back?
Okay.
Bloodstone don't have a doggy for a long time.
While you guys test the patience of the dragon, I'll go over to Koligar, the ultra humanite.
Oh my goodness.
Meanwhile, Koligar, you call for reasons that you can acquire Stormbringer.
So, Tenumbra, you want reasons. You expect me to be some sort of noble thing. Some being of light that wants to help the world? Is that what you want?
You would feel a flash of cold, so the one who actually feels it is the Ultrahumanite. You don't know me, do you? I'm not much. Oh, I'm not one who brought light to the earth. Moonwind.
It's funny because Ultrahumanite's just sitting down with Eirik in his lap, and we're watching what's going to happen next.
Eirik looks at you.
Done.
A pile of bones. If he angers my brother, and my brother shows his true form, it might drive him crazy.
Yeah, he might actually drive him to madness.
He's swinging his little feet back and forth.
It'll be interesting to see before my brain melts out my ears. Don't you agree?
I kind of like you. I think I'm going to keep you. Maybe he'll let me keep
I like you too.
Are you on an adventure?
Well,
Yes, actually, I'm traveling with a few companions.
Can I come?
That's actually how I ended up here.
John, you're like really muffled. Like,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
he asked, can I come?
You may have to ask your brother that. It's kind of a dangerous adventure.
He giggles. He'll let me come.
I desire power above all else to number. This blade,
Why don't I let you see?
nothing else. It is nothing.
Something occurs in your plane. He turns around and he makes you look. He points at some of the water that's flowing here, just like it flows in the other swamp. And you see, and as you look through the water, you see the scene that the other players are. You see Reddington arguing, and you see they're arguing back and forth, and you see the massive dragon basically hovering over them, preparing itself.
I'm
You
trying
know
to
that
get.
your group, your friends, are about to all die.
I'm trying to get the king to do his charge, his kingly charge.
No,
Good luck with that
I
one.
can't allow that.
Come on, Reddington, you're the king.
You'll have a better chance convincing the mages to charge him.
But,
Yeah, you do.
Koligar,
yes,
I'm waiting to.
allow me to take this blade to save my friends.
He smiles at you, and he spreads his hands. Says, show me how much you wish to save your friend.
All right.
He didn't pull the magnificent sword off his back. He's basically standing there, like waiting for you to punch him.
He's opening up his cape, waiting for Kologard to run through it.
Okay.
How much do you want to save your friends? Koligar the Sunder.
Can you put a black
Face-
couch somewhere in this background and ask that
face
question
you.
again?
That does sound better. All right. Kolgar attempts to run for the sword again. He attempts to dodge past and then dive at it.
So you're basically diving
Dives
at
at
it.
it.
All right, you roll a dexterity roll. Just make a dexterity roll. Let's see how high you get. I'll tell you what happens.
All right. This is not going to end well.
No, it is not going to
Nope, I
end.
have just a raw roll to do.
Well, Felipe?
Oh my goodness! I'm not sure if that's.
What'd you say, John?
I was gonna say,
Do it.
while I'm sitting down with Eirik, I pull out some jerk meat. I'm like, "Do you want some?"
Ira grabs the meat and like wolfs it down.
So we're just sitting there wolfing down meat and watching this whole scene.
You're wolfing down Slim Jims and beef jerky, watching the scene. Koligar basically runs around Tenumbra. He does like this little feint, runs around him, and leaps for Stormbringer and grabs it by the hilt and lifts it up. The moment you grab Stormbringer, you feel its power into you. You hear a yes, and you feel it basically surge through you. You feel incredible strength overcome you. Level up twice. Level up to level 3 as it enters you. Okay, raise your hit points, do all that, and you're gonna do it in a couple seconds. So, and
All right.
as the sword and it gives you its power, I'll give you its stats at the end of the adventure. You basically it calls you. Where will you take me?
To Herot.
There's only you
To the
and the sword
hound.
right now. You do not see Tenumbra. You do not see the Ultrahumanite. You do not see Iric Magnificus. You just see. It's just you and the blade. That's all there is. You go to Herot.
To the Hound of Herot.
Okay, you basically teleport directly above the dragon. And you're hovering there. The sword is waiting for your command.
Well, this just got good.
Ha! There we go. Finally, some good news.
Golgar, you have a sneak attack.
Come on, come on, Slipper. Let's do it. Let's catch
Watch
it.
this, coward king.
You guys see Golgar just freaking appear out of shadows directly above Malagoth. He turns up, looks up at him. What do you do? Do you follow gravity straight down?
Yes. Straight on to the beast.
You have a plus
Onto
5
its
to hit with his
skull.
blade. You may roll.
So that's plus 5 on top of my other modifiers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see my strength. So I have a plus 8 total. Jesus.
Nice.
Nice roll, man. Wow, nice roll. Okay, you slam the blade down into him. Okay, and you stick it in deep. Okay, this works as a 1d12 sword. So 1d12 plus 5 plus your strength bonus. And he has to roll a saving throw. Okay, and then what happens, fails.
Is it 200 sword?
Sorry?
Is it 200 sword?
It's a 200 sword.
All right. Let's see.
Oh shit.
All right.
He makes a save, so
Here's my roll.
You did 7 damage to Malagoth. Okay, you plunge the blade into him. Okay, you feel it draining his freaking life force into it. Okay, you 7 divided by 4. Hold on 1 second. 2. Round up 2. So he is you acquire 2 XP.
Nice.
Add that to level 3.
All right.
To level 3 XP. Okay. Malagoth has taken 7 damage. Okay, he roars, lashes out with one of his with his tail, with a tail slap, and slaps you. So he's going to try and hit you, and then after this one hit, everyone else gets to roll initiative. Whoever's going to jump into this fight.
Well, that definitely hits.
Okay, the tail slap slaps you and sends you flying. Remember, you have new hit points from level 3, so you're going to take.
Yep.
You're going to take the damage from the tail slap. $17 damage. He sends you flying against the wall, slams you into the wall, and you slide down onto the ground here. There is no water right now, by the way. This is all ground. He is the water. Okay, everybody else roll initiative.
Uh, 11 initiative.
Oh, what?
Nice.
I don't know why it rolled the top one. I definitely didn't click anything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm going to do. Hold on one second. Let me do the thingy here. We'll add Malakoff first. Then Koligar.
What did he get? What did Malakoff get?
26.
Damn.
The dragon man. He's your first dragon fight, right?
Yep.
Might be our last.
Hey, I'm going to give you a hint that every person should know when facing a dragon. Felix, you want to tell them the hint?
Don't be the first thing it attacks. Stay out of it.
Yep.
Because
Here's the actual hint. Spread out.
Yeah. I didn't want to ruin it, but yeah.
Then we all die.
So I couldn't get off that magic missile spell when it swung its tail.
I did not hear what you said,
I couldn't get off that magic missile spell that I said when it swung its tail.
No.
Darn. I was hoping for that
You
cheap
could
shot.
have gotten it off if you was casting a spell. I would have allowed it. All right, Bloodstone, give me your when you rolled.
11.
Roth, what'd you roll?
19.
Yeah.
11.
Reddington.
8.
Koligar.
3.
Okay, Koligar, you slide down into the actual water, not the slime anymore. So you kind of disappear into that for a second. Malakoff turns to the rest of you. Friend of yours.
Unfortunately.
Okay, let's see.
The slurper's gonna kick your butt.
You guys know what's coming.
Yeah.
So, well, we're gonna do this one roll today, and then we'll call it a night. One of you is taking a shot. The slurper. So, Reddington Blood Dagger. The dragon
The
rears
great
up
brave
and
slurper.
spews acid at you. Roll a saving throw.
Alright. What do I roll for the saving throw?
That's only to take half
Reflex
damage.
save. Take half damage.
Reflex?
And oh man, this is gonna be ruthless. Oh god. Oh god. That's the end of the slurper.
He'll be fine. He never gets hit by dragon fire. By a dragon breath.
He made it.
No, that he got hit by it, but this is half damage now. And half damage could be a whole lot.
Take half of whatever I just rolled. Take it forever to roll. Half of that.
Oh shit, you did.
33 damage.
Oh my god.
I think that's the first time I ever seen him really get hit by anything.
Yo, I want to go home.
Oh, I forgot. This is DCC. He doesn't have that thing where he automatically.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you still up?
Because in D&D, he never got hit by anything.
I am dead.
Okay, so Reddington, you guys see him freaking get hit with the acid. He goes flying back and vanishes basically into the acid. He's not dead, but he's at 0 hit points. A heal will save him. He has 6 rounds before he dies. So
We gotta send somebody to wake him up.
All right. So you guys just saw the king taken out, and Malagoth starts to he turns and he starts looking around at the rest of you. And let's do one round, huh? Shall we?
All right.
Sure.
Say Bloodstone. Take my hand.
I think we got a problem.
I think so too. I give Bloodstone the spears. I get this. This has to be you. I give Bloodstone the Ophenor spear, which is the +8.
Mm.
So the spear with +8. Oh, +8 hit points. And +8 damage. So I think you might be best with it. I give you the spear, and then I cast. Let's see what I can cast here. Bum 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 bum. Requires a sacrifice before cast. Choking Cloud. You guys know what that does?
Roll it and see what happens.
I don't know what it does.
Give me a page.
It's a cloud that chokes you.
Page 134.
Thanks.
A heal
It's a
will
choking cloud.
bring Reddington back, by the way.
Huh?
A heal will bring Reddington back.
Yep.
Remember, he does a lot of damage. Because he doesn't go into death save because he didn't. He has six rounds before he goes into death saves.
Okay, well, this is not a good spell. I cast haste on Bloodstone. Let's see. That and I'm gonna burn. Do a spell burn for. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna spell burn 2 personality points. Can I do that?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And that's a +2.
Yeah.
Just give me a roll. Don't use that thing. I'll use the DCC book.
All right, 1d20 +5.
Go for it. You're casting Choking Cloud on Malagoth. You roll 22.
Yeah.
No, don't worry about that. Let me do it.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. This was haste for on Bloodstone.
Okay, so you're casting haste on Bloodstone. All right, give me a page for haste.
Yeah.
You wrote this, Brian, or did you take it from like something in the?
I take it from the book.
You took it from the book itself. Okay, we'll use what you did.
Yeah.
Let me just confirm that it's the same. I trust you, but where's haste at? What page?
I get it from. Let's see. I think because some of my spells didn't have I didn't get it for the page numbers. I got it. Like
221.
221.
221. Thank you. You're the man.
Thank you for giving me the spell.
All right, caster gains double movement, 1 extra action dice. Okay, no, it's different. Bloodstone. First of all, roll manifestation real quick, Ryan. So roll
Okay.
1d3. One, I'll do it. So I have it 3-sided. So manifestation. You guys see his hands glow, and then something happens. 3. Actually, no. You notice that Bloodstone's bodies, his movements are like lightning fast. They start like moving like really quick. You get double movement speed and 1 extra action dice, Bloodstone.
Bloodstone.
The caster gets an extra action dice this round also. So you can cast another spell, Groth.
Groth, did you give Bloodstone
You
crystal
may
map?
choose another creature within 20 feet to also add this to. Ryan.
Can I do it to myself?
Yeah.
Okay, and what is it? It gives me the same thing it gives him?
No. It won't work on you. It's one other designated creature. You already got an extra action dice for this round.
Oh,
You already got one. So you're gonna cast
Okay.
another spell if you want, but you can cast haste on somebody else within 20 feet
okay. So without re-rolling it, right?
without rerolling it.
Or do I have to re-roll? Okay, yeah. So I'll just give it to B-Hat.
Okay. B-Hat, you also have an extra attack and double movement speed. So both of you have an extra attack, Bloodstone. B-Hat, you also have an extra action. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Groth, you have one more action.
All right. Let's try this out. I'm gonna
Your
roll
action,
the
your extra action,
Cloak of
Groth,
Carnifex.
is only for this round.
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of you, you have 2d4 plus 1 round where you have this functioning.
Okay. So I'm gonna
I'll
do
tell you right
the
now. This is how many rounds.
Carnifex.
We want to write this down because this fight's going into next week. So 6 rounds. Write down the 6 rounds. You have haste. So 5 more rounds after this one. What are you doing? You're using the.
Cloak of the Carnifex.
Okay. So
It plays a protection spell. Like.
okay. Give me the page for Cloak of the Carnifex.
Hold on.
It sounds like it's not within our books.
Yeah, it might be in the other book. So I think that came from John. John, what page is that? I think that's in the other book.
Which book?
I don't know.
Which spell you're
That's why I give
talking
it to
about?
you guys. So I don't know what to look.
This is
What spell are you talking about?
Cloak of the Carnifex.
Cloak of the Carnifex.
Oh yeah, that's not in the regular book. That's a different book.
Yeah, tell me which book. I think it's in the annual, but which page? In the annual?
No one told me.
I'm pretty sure I did.
I gave it to you. I think I wrote it down.
Yeah,
I got
but I
the
never got
annual
the
here,
page for it.
It's one of the gods. Here it is. All right. So you rolled a 18. Okay. Write this down, Ryan, or remember it. Anyone fighting you has to roll a DC 15 will save to see or hear you, and this lasts for 1d12 plus your level. You're level 1. So for 5 rounds, write this down.
That's good.
The dragon
Nice.
has to roll a DC 15 will save to see you. Additionally, any attacks made against you with mundane weapons, he's not mundane, so don't worry about that. So everything about him is magic.
What page is it?
Cloak of the Carnifex is in the annual. It's in the Carnifex stats. Let me go find the Carnifex. I just closed it. Give me a second.
I got it here. The Carnifex program. Yeah.
It is on page 53. Okay. So that's your second action. So now we're going to move on to B-Hat. Okay, you put the cloak on you, and the dragon it has to roll to notice you. Okay. All right. B-Hat, you're up. You have 2 actions.
All right.
Gotta move quickly because Felix has about 2 minutes before he is.
So I move over to the down slurper, and I look for anything that I can use to heal him.
Okay, you remember that he used to carry some magical apples on him. Do you still have any of them, Slurper?
Nope.
You can check on him and stabilize him, but and stop him from dying. But that means he's going to be unconscious. He needs to heal. Wake up.
Okay. So I go over to him. I'm like, I pick him up. Ooh. That ain't human. And I try to stabilize him.
All right, Jonathan, you're going to have to roll.
There's a cleric within this group, just reminding you.
Cooligar.
Yeah, Cooligar is a cleric.
Unless you have like 6 rounds that you can wait.
And I'm gonna have to call a big ancient black dragon to get to you.
Okay.
Oh, see,
Okay,
that's
if he
not
is
that
healed
bad.
this round, he takes no lasting effects. If he's not healed this round, he's going to have a lasting effect. Okay, so you're able to stabilize him, but he's not healed. You didn't heal him. Okay, that's one action. You stop this dying. Where you gonna be at?
Sling rope
You
trick.
suddenly feel like the compunction to give him some of your blood. You think that might heal him. You don't know why.
I really don't like this idea. He pulls off the helmet. He gives him some blood. See what happens.
Okay, yeah. Remington slurps down that blood. Jonathan, you have 1 hit point.
Alright. Do I take 1 hit point of damage?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Okay, so
Thank goodness, I only have 4.
okay, that was your action. That was your turn. Bloodstone, you're up. Remington, you
Ooh,
are no longer dying, and he just fucking
Slurper.
infected you with vampiric blood.
I look at Glock. Glock, Slurper got hit hard. We need to get help. Hooligar knows what to do. He's very smart. And I feel like I've been taking crystal meth. He runs all the way over here.
I can't hear a word he's saying. It's just like
Yeah, you see
Sounds like
Colgar
the
going.
Why it wasn't clear?
it's too fast. You're speaking too fast.
Oh, yeah,
Sounds like
because
you want to give him crystal meth.
he says he feels like he's been taking crystal meth.
I did hear that.
No. I heard what you said, but like this, with the effects of haste are making you speak so fast that I can't understand you.
Yeah. So he's like, he hauls ass. He has double speed. So he runs all the way, but he's like, Hooligan, you have to help the Slurper. And he throws him over.
Okay, that's one action to toss him. Where are you tossing him?
So I toss him at over here into the bushes right by
He tosses
Slurper.
you specifically into the bushes. Roll a mighty deed to make sure you hit the bushes and you don't cause damage by throwing him in the fucking concrete.
And my mighty deed is I made it.
Hey.
And now just roll simple attack action.
Okay.
You don't have to roll that. Just don't roll a 1.
Okay.
Oh.
18.
Okay, for the second time tonight, Kolagar flies across the pool. And this time he lands in a bush over here, far away from the dragon. Okay, Bloodstone, I think you have 2 more attacks.
Yep. He's like, Bloodstone going to hit you with the bazooka spear. He runs all the way up to him, and he's going to try and hit him with his bazooka spear. He's going to use a mighty deed to stab him down.
You're using the power of the spear?
Yeah. Yep. It works.
What do you roll? 3?
3. That's
barely.
what I need.
It barely.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean. And what's the plus? Oh, okay.
You have to roll 3. Where the fuck's Malagon's stats? What does this guy do?
28.
28 hits. Okay, so now I think you have to grapple with him or something. What is this?
I do not know.
Roll for damage first.
Nobody give me the stats on it. Is it like a regular spear?
Yeah, the spear is
a regular spear.
Okay. All right.
It was 1d8 and plus 8.
18 off.
I think it had something else too, but I don't have it.
It has a bonus for pinning down the hound.
This is the hound.
Yeah.
Dragon of here on is the hound.
I don't know if there's any other bonuses, but I just, I got 18 off.
Does that count as spears bonuses?
He said I had a +8, so plus my.
Yeah, look,
Spear does not have a +8.
I'm gonna add it.
That's what he told me, +8.
No, there's a single weapon in any one of these games that has a +8.
No, I know, but this is what he told me just now.
Maybe it's with my bonus here because I'm reading it off the thing.
Okay.
It says magic bonus +5, and then to hit bonus 8, Maybe it's adding my strength plus the. Maybe I think it's maybe plus 5.
Okay, so 5.
Okay, it might be a 5.
Okay, so I'll re-roll it.
No, you don't have to re-roll it. Just lower the number.
Okay, so it would have been the same. 13 off.
Okay, 13
No,
off.
15 off. 15 off. Sorry.
15 off. Okay. 15 off. Malagok. He's already taken how much damage already from Kolagar's blow?
Goodness.
Uh,
It's like some magic happened.
From
Some magic happened. The second you ran towards me.
Kolagar.
It was 7.
7 damage.
What?
Oh, I lost.
What
I wrote
happened?
down his fucking the damage. Okay.
What? Wait, I take how much damage?
You took no damage. The dragon took damage. He took 7 damage from you, and then 15 damage from Bloodstone. I lost where I wrote down his fucking. Okay. All right. So you hit him. Okay, you're able to pin him down with the spear, and now I think you have to roll a strength against him.
Kolagar did 7 damage.
Yeah, he did 7 damage. I already took care of it. All right, now you have to roll something. Except for the wheel, can use a crossbar. So you're turning on the crossbars that are mounted along the spear to pin a creature, reducing the target's AC by the wielder's strength bonus. So his armor class now drops by your strength bonus. So his armor class, which is 26, drops down by your strength bonus. It's plus 5. Okay, so strength bonus is plus 5. So he now has 19 armor class, and you now sacrifice all your actions to maintain the grip on the target with a successful contested strength check. Okay, so you're going to roll a strength check. Unless you want to pull the spear out and try to stab him again.
Would it do anything? Would it help anymore? I mean,
It'll do more damage.
Oh, okay.
You can try and pin him with that blow. You do have to roll that action.
Yeah. I guess we'll do a little bit more damage. And let me see. I'll roll my mighty deed. 6 this time.
You're trying to pin him down again, right?
Yes. And so. Okay, so, and actually, I gotta roll. The D24. I forgot. I rolled a 22, so that's a critical for me.
You rolled a hit.
Yo, Bloodstone OP.
Yeah.
So you rolled a 22. You rolled a crit.
Bloodstone OP. I love it.
What's your crit table?
Crit table. I'll get it to you right now. Hold on a second, because it's actually my crit table is. Oh, sorry, that's the elf. I was like, that don't look right.
You're number 5. Go ahead, roll.
Yeah, 5. All right, and D30.
Add your bonus, your luck bonus.
22.
22. Okay, you severed a fucking leg. So you reach down, you cut a fucking leg, okay, and then you shoved it into the basically the forearm of the thing of the dragon. He roars. Do your damage. Roll a plus 2d12 damage along with your damage.
Okay. So.
Jesus! Jesus!
18
Have
plus.
some mercy, oh Lord!
18 plus.
Jesus!
Sorry. Oh, fucking let me.
Jesus!
18 plus 11. So we got 20, 29, 39. There we go.
29.
Yeah.
So plus 29.
Jesus!
Okay, you've done 51 damage to him completely.
You hit the
fucking his leg off, and he starts to writhe in agony. He's like, "Ah!" Okay. Unfortunately, because you chopped his leg off, you're not able to pin him this round because instead of chopped his fucking leg off. So he's writhing in agony. You're done. Reddington, you're up.
All right. For my first action, I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
Question: how did I get here?
You were
What
paying
happened?
attention, you got tossed across the water by Bloodstone.
No. Actually, I guess that was a part of Kolgar's. I was dazed by the dragon. Pile of bones across the stadium.
Yeah, you've been tossed around this place twice. Go ahead, Reynolds, you're up.
Question is, what holds bones together?
Okay, and I'm gonna spend 6 luck. Alright.
Okay, luck works different for you.
Magnet cartilage.
You roll extra. You roll 1d8s.
For each luck, it's 1d8.
Okay, so what spell are you casting?
Yep.
Spiderweb.
Spiderweb. Oh boy. What page is Spiderweb?
196.
Oh shit!
Go ahead, roll. See what happens here.
Yeah.
So Reddington starts casting. He looks fucking furious with 1 hit point. He starts fucking casting.
This is.
You should roll at 68 first.
Yeah, roll a 68 first.
Yeah, that's what you add on after. Yep.
You burn six luck. Roll 68, and then add that to your 1d20.
So add the 6 to the 1d20?
68, man.
Oh.
What? Roll
That's
68.
what I was gonna do in the first place, but yeah. We kind of got confused.
Do it! Do it! Do it!
Give me a second.
Slapper!
Okay, so you roll 29.
So you got 32.
So just don't roll a 1. No.
Basically.
No, he actually got a 32. He rolled a 32 initially.
Okay, 32.
A 9.
Roll a 1.
So
Jonathan just...
Okay, you rolled the highest you could possibly roll.
That's 32 plus 9.
You rolled the highest you could possibly roll. Hold on a second, let me read this.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys fucking go ahead, roll first manifestation, real quick.
Alright.
No, there is no roll for manifestation. You guys see a
What
spider
page
web.
is this? I want to see this.
You guys see a spider web coming out of his hands.
He's like this.
His eyes glow some crazy white color, and he aims it at you. Aiming at the dragon, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm aiming at the dragon and put it in the web if I can to like 4 corners of the place.
No, dude, you can put this web around like 5 miles around, dude.
I know.
The space can be up to a mile in diameter. That's how you roll. Okay. Okay, so you're putting the entire room. Okay, so it is large and so. Okay, so the web covers everything. Okay, everyone and everything is covered in this web except for Reddington and anyone behind him.
Why?
So, did you web the 2 next to you?
No.
Okay, but everybody else is webbed. There's no avoiding it. He fires a web in your direction. It's not you. So the web is permanent. Okay, so all of you are covered in web. None of you can fucking move. You can't do anything except try and break out of it. Okay, and when you get to your turn is when you try to break out of it. All right, so I think you're done, right, Jonathan?
Yeah.
So you got.
I tried to use my second action to do a hide skill.
Okay, go ahead, roll.
Oh my god, the DC you have to roll over is insane.
Yeah.
You sick
I have the cloak of Carniflex though, so you gotta roll that.
It doesn't even matter,
right?
though.
No, it doesn't matter.
Unless you're... No.
The dragon doesn't know you.
You don't understand.
Brian.
This is like colossal.
No, Brian,
like
he rolled over 30. When you roll over 30, it's like rolling a crit. So it's like it breaks all the rules. Even your cloak of Carnifex doesn't protect you. Even Bloodstone's
this is colossal, man.
So everyone's completely. The dragon's ability to do whatever he feels like it is also not protected. He did some crazy
who
shit.
healed?
I got 23
Who healed
for
Reddington?
hide in shadows.
Okay, you're gone. Bennington then vanishes, completely disappears.
Trying to go somewhere like here. At least trying to go behind the dragon.
You can go.
Nice.
You can
You're
fly,
not going to
dude.
get
You can
healed.
go right behind him if you
I
want.
know that's exactly what I said.
You can fly. You can go right behind him.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you're behind him.
Exactly. Who healed him? We should have left him there until we're done killing this dragon, which Bloodstone is almost doing by himself.
Okay, so Kolagar, the Sundered, you are not in the web. You can move.
Dude,
But,
what?
but that web is right in front of you. You can't get
What
to the
the-
dragon by going into it. You saw what the king did.
Big Eye, I don't remember being here. You know what, Big Eye? I'm just gonna I'm just going to use a miracle, okay, buddy?
You do realize the big one threw you like a ball, correct?
Everything's a blur. I see the Leviathan beneath the waves, and I will curse him.
It is not a Leviathan. It's
From the power of Hades, I curse thee. I'm gonna burn my stamina. I'm gonna burn. Let's see what I already get. I think it's a +3. And then let's see. Then +1 from personality. Right, I'm gonna burn. I'm gonna burn 10 from my stamina, leaving me at 6 stamina left. And here is my roll for curse. I'm rolling curse, which is
nice
273.
273.
This dragon's having a really bad day.
Wait till he goes.
Yep.
Okay, well, you rolled a 20. Cast a curse on one target. Inflicts a -2 luck penalty and a -2 penalty to another statistic of the player's choice for a week. What statistic are you choosing?
Strength.
-2 strength. Yeah, all right. Okay. Okay, so that's what you're choosing. All right. Okay, so he has a -2 to his strength now. He's like, I feel weaker. Little undead. I will make you pay for that. But first, are you done, Gulagar? Yeah, that's your action.
Okay. Yep.
But first, you see him twisting in the web, and you see him. He casts something, and you see his armor start to get thick, really thick. Right in front of you, Bloodstone. The two of you pretty much right next to each other, trapped in that web. So his armor class goes up by 4 points.
What? Shit.
He has an armor class of 30 now. Okay, so as he hides up, he turns to you and looks right at you and blasts you.
Wait, I thought his armor class was 19.
His armor class was reduced to 19 when he pinned him. He pulled the spear out and chopped off one of his arms.
Oh.
So Bloodstone, roll a reflex save.
Okay. All right. Oh wait, I thought we were gonna
first before the reflex.
We're just gonna do one round.
No, I want to end it on a cliffhanger, so I want to have the dragon take a round. So and then we'll end it. So I want to give you guys a heart attack.
All right.
What he does to Bloodstone now. So go ahead, Felix. First you got to roll a strength. No. First you have to roll a strength roll to break out of the web.
Okay.
Oh, you can't not. You can't fucking dodge. Who just changed that? Brian.
My initiative is 1 million.
Strength check, Felix.
Okay, I rolled a 24, which is
okay. You try to rip out of the webbing, you can't. So, which means you can't do shit, dude. He rears in the web, not able to tear out because he hasn't even tried to tear out yet. He breathes and blasts you.
That's a critical for me, though.
Doesn't matter, dude. You got to roll over 25. So you're gonna take full damage.
Oh god, that's god.
I want to scare this group, but has a little heart attack.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, Felix. Take that.
So the fact that you just had an elder black dragon come after us wasn't enough?
Not an elder. It's a normal black dragon.
Okay.
We would be already dead.
You'd be dead
if that
for an
was
elder, dude. Oh my god.
What?
Oh.
Did you just vaporize Bloodstone?
You might still be alive. You have a lot of hit points.
Can I save versus the acid?
No, dude. You save as a reflex save. You'd have to move out of it.
I get it. Actually, I get a plus. I get pluses towards that.
There's no reflex save. You couldn't move. You couldn't rip yourself out of the web. You take full damage.
Out of the slipper's web.
Are you at 0?
No, I mean I'm just saying I get resistance to acid.
You have resistance to acid?
Yep.
What is the resistance?
It says it gives me it lowers it by 3, and gives me pluses to save.
There's no save.
Yeah.
But we can lower the damage. By what? How many points?
3.
3? You take 95 damage.
Yeah. So he's down.
so Bloodstone gets hit with his acid right in the face, and for the first time he's on 0 hit points. So you guys you guys are like an utter state of terror as Bloodstone, the most powerful character in this group and probably in our entire campaign, is reduced to 0 hit points, and he has 6 rounds to be healed. Okay, and the dragon rolls a strength roll. How many points? You dropped it down by 3 points, right? Or was it Tyler?
2 points.
Yeah, 3.
3?
No, it's 2.
Okay,
Yeah, 2. No, let me double check. I think
2 points. You dropped it by 2 points. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I fucking screwed that shit up. Wrong roll. I'm sorry. So he's down by 2 points. So he rolls a plus 12.
yeah.
Okay.
God damn
He
it.
rips out of the web and flies straight up out of the hole and does a little spin in the air, like a Smaug spin in the air, and then turns around and comes right back, like this big old fucking grin on his face and looking around to see who he's killing next. And we'll end it right there.